Good afternoon, everyone. I got on today to talk about speaking your truth, free will, and doing what's best for you. Like, to me, I feel like they kind of all go together. So, just basically, I guess, a couple conversations I've had recently. So, our whole lives we're kind of taught what other people, we're taught what other people believe. And then we take that information and, you know, that's what we live our lives based on. So just because one person believes one thing doesn't mean it's actually true. So, like for me, I used to be a people pleaser. And that was something that I learned growing up, that in order for me to feel safe and secure and loved as a child, I learned to do whatever I needed to do to feel loved. I'm not saying my parents were like these horrible people or anything like that. It's like it goes way deeper than your parents and everything. It's like your whole family system, your whole society system, religion, however you were raised. So for me, there was a lot of factors. So I guess my point is that I had a couple conversations with a couple different people. And, like one of my things is free choice. I feel people should have free choice, and because this is your body, this belongs to you. It doesn't belong to anyone else. And I know people are going to have their own opinions. At the same time, what I do with my body should be my choice. And the fact that I was a people pleaser, that was I did so many things for people to make sure they were happy without doing what was the best thing for me. So recently I had a conversation with a person, and since I've been doing my changing and growing and whatever, learning, I learned that it doesn't matter what other people want or think or what their opinion is, because it's not about them, it's about me. And so I was having the conversation with this person, and like I haven't dated in a while, and this person, I was kind of talking to this person, and they asked me like if I wanted to like do a couple different things, like we'll say like go to their house or them hang out at my house, or just some things, and I don't want to do that. And then like there was just a couple of different things, and I'm like, no, I don't really know this person, I'm not going to go hang out at their house, I'm just not. And so later we had this conversation, and because like this person asked me to hang out one day, and they wanted to hang out like at the park. Well, it was going to be nighttime at a park, and I really didn't want to, and it was going to be cold. So they're like, well, we could just like sit in the car and talk. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that either, I don't want to sit in the car. So basically this person wanted to hang out, which was fine. They seemed cool. I mean, I wouldn't have minded hanging out with them, but I just feel like those aren't anything I wanted to do. So like I want someone to take me out and do things and go places, because that's what I would do for myself. Like if I want to do something, I mean, yeah, sometimes I'll go to the park, but at nighttime, I'm not going to the park, and I don't want to sit in my car. Like, why would I want to sit in my car? I'd rather go somewhere and sit and talk, not in my car. And I mean, this person had their reasons for those suggestions, but still, even though that was what they wanted to do, that isn't what I wanted to do. So that's where I'm like, nope, that's not what I want to do. So I'm not saying yes, because I'm not doing what someone else wants me to do to make them happy if it doesn't make me happy. And like another person I've had a conversation with recently, it was about the whole abortion thing, and they're allowed to have their opinion. Like, that's their opinion, that's how they feel about it. At the same time, like, it's free will, so it's okay to have your opinion about it, because we all are allowed to have our own opinion at this, but it's still involving someone else's body and their rights to their body and what goes on inside of their body. And I just feel like so many people need to focus on themselves and quit concerning ourselves with what other people are doing. Like, that's why I don't watch the news or any of that anymore, because it's all fear-based stuff. And even like that, if you get an abortion, you're gonna go to hell because you just killed a fetus or whatever. Well, that's really not up to anyone else. Like, it's all about you forgiving yourself. Like, if you are doing what you think is best for you, it doesn't matter what those other people are saying. It doesn't matter. Like, as long as you're like, these people go through, I don't even know what someone would go through if they had to make that choice, because I'm sure it's not an easy choice to make. I mean, I've never had to make that choice, but if I did, like, I can't even imagine what emotions and things people feel about it. But the main thing is that if that is a choice someone had to make, like, not to make them feel guilty about it, not to make them like feel like they're less than or they're a bad person, because they're not. A lot of people do things that they regret or that someone else sees as wrong or bad. That doesn't make them wrong or bad. And we've learned through our lives that things we do, like, are wrong or bad, and it's kind of bullshit, because then we're judging ourselves. At the same time, when someone else is telling you that, they're judging you. And like I said, we're all allowed to have our own opinions, but it's all about making what the best choice for yourself. And no matter what anybody else thinks, because it's not about them, it's about you. And it's time to start focusing on that. Do what is best for you, whether somebody else thinks it is or not, because you don't need other people's validation for anything. You don't need their validation to feel good about yourself, and you don't need their validation to feel bad about yourself, because it's really not anyone's business but your own. So, do what's best for you, whether other people think it's the right thing or not, because it's none of their business. So, all right, everyone. Love, peace. Stay tuned.